Now, I know that I'm about sick of seeing her, which tells me that you are about sick of seeing her too. She just does not look like a grieving widow to me. And after coming across this video, somebody call the exorcist because I'm seeing demonic activity. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am your host Tabitha. If you are watching this video over on the YouTube, please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. If you are watching this video over on the TikTok, please make sure that you are following me. As I've said before in previous videos, there's some trickery going on. Too many people are telling me that they've been unsubscribed or their follow has been removed. Do me that solid. Please make sure that you are either following me or subscribed to me. Before I get too deep into it, also let me apologize. Whiskey is in the building. Wherever I am, Whiskey is, okay? And he's doing a lot of hacking. I think he's got kennel cough. So if you hear him hacking in the background, that's what's going on. We have a vet appointment later today because, yeah, his mama don't like him seeing in any type of discomfort. He is a pampered pooch. So by the time I finish crying on the phone with the vet today, they squoze him in later today. So yeah, hopefully we'll get this taken care of today. I'm talking about Erika Kirk. Yeah, Erika Kirk don't look like a grieving widow to me. No, I know we all grieve differently, but from the outside looking in, the way I'm seeing this situation, I'm seeing that Charlie Kirk had a huge platform that was worth millions of dollars. Not only did he have a large platform, he had a huge spotlight. And now that he is no longer with us, I see his grieving widow trying to garner that spotlight and that platform for herself, for her own success, for her own fame, and for her own fortune. That's what I see. I don't see a grieving widow. Kirk died on September 10th, 2025. And since that time, Erika Kirk, the grieving widow, she has done the Charlie Kirk show on more than one occasion. The big one she did was to notify the fans to let them know that the show will go on, that Turning Point USA will go on, and she will be the CEO. She's done a huge memorial service with a bunch of fireworks. What do they call it? The the fireworks in front of thousands upon thousands of people. Yeah, she's done that. She's done other small appearances here and there. I saw her at the White House. Yeah, Donald Trump was doing a press conference and he mentioned that Erika Kirk was in the building and she showed her face and gave a wave. So she was over at the White House. She was at the University of Mississippi. That was the event where she had her fingers running through J.D. Vance's hair and he was holding her by the waist, real intimate, like the whole embrace was real intimate. It was like we shouldn't have been in the room. Right? Real intimate, like he wasn't even married, like she wasn't a grieving widow. Yeah. Then she went on over to the Jeffrey Waters show. She did a full interview with Jeffrey Waters. And from there, she went to Harris Faulkner over on Fox News, did an interview with Harris Faulkner, where she was talking about the conspiracy theories, hinting at Candace Owens, right? And then this past Saturday, she did a full-on town hall interview type thing with Barry Weiss over on CBS. And while she was over doing the interview, the town hall interview with Barry Weiss, yeah, she did this whole shape-shifting thing. Yeah, and doing that shape-shifting thing, she started off smiling, and then it turned into something that was real sinister-like for me. Did y'all see the video? Yeah, it had me asking, is there an exorcist in the building? Because I see demonic activity. If you haven't seen the video, here's the video.
The podcaster Candace Owens, okay? At one time, a friend of Charlie's, at one time, an employee of Turning Point. She has been one of the main peddlers of these conspiracies, and she is making a huge amount of money on it. She is building her business off of these lies. What do you want to say to her and the other people that are putting these lies out into the world right now? Stop. That's it. That's all I have to say. Stop.
Now listen, I am no Catholic priest. I am no nun. I am no pastor. I am no father. I am no bishop. I am none of those things. What I am is, I am a super fan of the Conjuring horror series. And I've seen enough of those movies to know a demonic spirit when I see one. And that right there was demonic spirit activity to me. Did you see that transformation? Started out with that pasty fake smile. And as Barry talked about Candace Owens, that smile started to melt away. And then she did that neck thing and straightened up her back. And the death stare took over. That was demonic activity to me. I saw that very same transition in all of the Conjuring movies. She ain't fooling me, baby. And I don't care how mad she gets. Her grief is not grief to me. Candace is the grieving widow. That's who I view as the grieving widow over Erika Kirk. And that whole performance that she just did, demonic activity. And so while she's doing all of these different interviews, who's taking care of her kids? Because remember, Charlie Kirk was the breadwinner. They were pushing the spiritual or the religious ideology that the wife is to stay home with the kids. The man is supposed to go out and do all of the work, right? So she's supposed to be at home with the kids, taking care of the kids, taking care of the house, cooking, cleaning, all of that stuff. If Charlie Kirk is gone and she's out doing all of these interviews, who's home taking care of the kids? And all of the interviews that she's done, she's got many more coming up. Oh yeah, I found a list of her interview schedule. I think she's on some type of book tour. Who wrote the book? Did she write the book? No way could she have written the book when her and Charlie Kirk and Turning Point USA are pushing the religious ideology that the wife is supposed to be at home, telling all of these college women to not seek an education, don't go out for your dream career, stay home. Take care of the husband, get married, have a bunch of kids, take care of the house, cook, clean, all of that stuff. That's the ideology that she's pushing, while she's got an upcoming interview with Sean Hannity over there on Fox News. She got a segment coming up with Fox and Friends. She's got a spot coming up on Fox News Radio with Brian Kilmeade. She's got a guest host spot coming up on the 5. She's got an hour interview schedule with Outnumbered. I don't know if that's a podcast or a radio show. And she's rounding off her schedule with a Fox News radio spot with Will Kane Country. She's going to do an interview with them. Meanwhile, she's telling her and her organization, it's now her organization, Turning Point USA. She's telling the women on college campuses across the country, yeah, don't seek to obtain your own career goals. Yeah, get married, stay home, take care of the kids, clean the house, cook. That's what she's pushing. Anywho, I also found it interesting how she responded to one of the attendees at that town hall interview that she did with CBS. We know Charlie Kirk was a problem. He pushed political violence because of his rhetoric, right? And so this person got up and asked her about political violence. And this is how she responded, or how she did not respond.
To decry them, but any good faith effort to stop political violence must hold both parties to the same standard and expectation. So, in that spirit, will you condemn the violent rhetoric of Donald Trump, the most powerful and influential person on earth? I appreciate your question. You know my heart. Why would I ever say, yes, go murder people? This is so much deeper than just one. I understand your sentiment. I do. But this is also so much deeper than just one person. This starts at the home, okay? This starts with family. This starts with a seed that grows and grows. You can choose to have evil in your heart, or you can choose to have light. What you consume and what you absorb from the outside world will manifest itself. No, I will never agree with political violence. My husband is a victim of it. I'm a victim of it. But what I'm trying to say here is that we can blame everyone else. We have to look in the mirror. When you become a father, when you become a mother, how are you raising your kids? Are you taking responsibility, or are you giving them a device and saying, go down that rabbit hole? I'm trying to go to Pilates class. You can just sit in the corner and look at your iPad or look at your phone and go down that rabbit hole and see what you can learn from that instead of being a parent. So my call to action from that is, parents, step up. Do you want your kid to be a thought leader or an assassin? That's where we're at. Do you think our political leaders have a responsibility to turn the temperature down right now? Well, I think everyone has a responsibility to do that, and I'm doing my part. I'm not in control of other people.
First, I want to say her husband is responsible for inflicting other people with political violence. Where was she to speak out against her husband inflicting political violence on other people? In what way did she do her part when it came to her husband? Second, that was a bunch of malarkey. Shout out to Joe Biden. She's not responsible for other people. She put the onus on everybody else instead of Donald Trump, the person at the top. Everybody, she put the onus and responsibility on everybody else instead of the person at the top, the person who fucking sets the tone. Yeah, Erika Kirk is full of shit. Anywho, in the last video that I did talking about the civil war going on over there in MAGA, I told y'all that Candace Owens was supposed to be doing some type of live stream with Turning Point USA, and the scheduling wasn't working out. Today was supposed to be that live stream, right? Well, it's not going to happen. Erika Kirk was supposed to be a part of the live stream, and some of the people over at Turning Point were going to be a part of the live stream, and it was supposed to answer some of the questions that are swirling around out there on social media, right? The live stream is not going to happen. Erika Kirk made an announcement over on her Twitter page. She announced that she and Candace Owens will be having an in-person private meeting today. And yeah, we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, they're going to have a private in-person meeting. I'm curious to know because, like I said, in my view, Candace Owens is the grieving wife. Erika Kirk is an opportunist. She sees an opportunity. When her husband was murdered, that left this huge platform, that left this huge spotlight, and she wants to position herself into that platform and into that spotlight for her own fame and fortune. And Candace Owens has been calling her out about it. There's a lot of things not adding up with regarding the murder of her husband, and she's been real silent about it. Candace Owens has been loudly asking the questions. Y'all know I ain't no Candace Owens fan, but the questions she's been asking, I've been asking. So we'll see what happens. Will the two come together? Will Erika Kirk make an offer to Candace that she cannot refuse? And what would that offer be? Will Candace turn her back on getting down to the bottom of who murdered her friend? Or will the war continue? It's going to be interesting, right? It's going to be interesting. And I'm going to be watching.